Hey, everybody. I welcome you on today's show. My name is Delise Rosemont Mensah Elison, and I am your host on the Delise Talk Show. So, we're picking up from where we left off yesterday, and we are reviewing 2017. We started off by looking into the area of being thankful. So, here is 2018. We thank God for being part of it, and we all are very optimistic. We all have high goals. Yes, we want to be realistic, but we have great goals. We have things we want to accomplish 2018. And I'm here declaring that in order to be in that right frame of mind, in order to have that energy to keep going all through 2018, we need to review 2017. We need to have a perspective that is positive. And in order to have that accomplished, we're reviewing 2017. We're looking, first of all, at the areas that we can be thankful for. Why? Because when we do that, we are going to be able to shift our paradigm. We are going to be able to shift our perspective, okay, from being negative to positive. And that gives us energy. That gives us the mental energy we need. Puts us in that right frame of mind. So yesterday we looked at three areas. We looked at the fact that we need to be thankful for our lives. We also talked about being thankful for our family and friends. And we also looked into being thankful for our finances. See, these are key areas of our lives. We looked at how we need to be thankful for our five working senses. We can see, we can talk, we can smell, we can taste. These are wonderful things we most part of the time take for granted. But see, 2017, we've been able to use all these senses, and we've been able to have a life of health, a life. There is a saying that says health is wealth. And so we had a good, healthy life. Yes, there could be some challenges, but here is the key. You and I, we are here. And so there are things we can be thankful for. Today, we're kicking on that same train, and we're looking at more things we can be thankful for. As we celebrate 2018, we're looking at the things that we can be thankful that we went through, that we experienced in 2017. So we can draw on that energy, so we can draw on that positivity for 2018. So let's talk a couple more on today's show. We're looking at the fact that we need to be thankful for our communities, okay? The communities that we live in, our neighborhoods, we need to be thankful, okay, for the peace that we enjoy in our communities, for the people who are in our communities. Our communities involves our own homes, our neighbors, our friends. We have churches in our communities. We have different establishments in our communities. The peace that we enjoy, the friendship that we share. So we're looking back, 2017. What are some of the things we can be thankful in our communities, in our neighborhoods? And we're celebrating them. And while we celebrate, we're drawing out that energy to help us kick through 2018. Because here's the deal. 2018 comes, or better still, a new year comes, and we're all excited. Okay? Life is precious. We're all excited to be alive. And so we begin to think, okay, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to do this, which is good. But you realize that it takes us so far. It doesn't carry us all through, okay? Because it gets to a point, what is new becomes to be old. That new year that you start, as the days go by, they begin to become old. And what happens is that with that comes our energy that was so high and new, it begins to go down. So what we need to do is we need a strategy that helps us to maintain this positive energy beyond the beginning of the year, okay? So that when the year is, getting old, so to speak, our energy doesn't get old. And so I'm teaching this tool today how to have this energy flowing all through 2018. And in doing that, we are reviewing 2017. We're taking a closer look into 2017. And specifically, we're looking into the area of the things that we can be thankful. These are truthful things. We're not trying to talk ourselves into them. They are truths. They are things that has happened in our lives. The only reason why our minds may not be on them is that we as human beings, we tend to focus on the things we want to see in our lives. We don't tend to look at the things we have. We tend to look at the things we don't have. How can I have them? How can I get there? How can I finish this degree? Which are all good things. But to have a balanced life, we don't have to be one-sided. We need to look on the other side of the spectrum and see that, yes, I have things I want to get to, but hey, I also have things I can celebrate. That's what we're doing. So look into your community, look into your community, your neighbors, the establishments, the peace you have, the warmth, the friendship you share. Let's do that. And while we do that, let's celebrate. Let's also look into the nation that we live in, the freedom that we enjoy. If you cast your minds back to years before, the peace and the freedom of speech and the things that we enjoy today weren't there years and years back. But we live in a generation in today's world where we have a good amount of freedom of speech, and so we have freedom of religion, or I don't call it this way. I call it freedom of relationship with God. Okay? I'm saying that there are times in our world where people who lived a long time ago before us didn't have that. Okay? And we do have that. Even so, even in this modern world, even in the time that we live in, the peace that we enjoy here in those parts of the world, some people in other nations do not enjoy that. Okay. Yes, there are things that needs to be talked about in our nation today. There are things we need to pray for. There are things that we need to change in our nations today. Not everything is perfect, but here is what I'm saying. Let's begin to look at the positive things so we can celebrate, so we can have that energy that even drives us to say, hey, we got this going. All right, we got to fix this, but we can stand on the positive and begin to launch forward. So let's celebrate all the peace we enjoyed through our nation. We had struggles, yes. We had difficulties, that's true. There are things that are facing the nation, the debt of the nation. There are things, yes. And we want to do something about it. We want to start praying. We want to start saying, what can I do in my own world to contribute to my nation? Okay. However, while we want to see what we can do, let's also see there are good parts in our nation. There is the freedom that we have that other nations don't have. So let's begin to look at the good aspect. Let's celebrate. Let it help us change our perspective. And let's be used by God as instruments to change the other aspects that needs to be changed, that needs to be corrected, that needs to be amended. Because if you are not careful, you could be caught up in the negativity, so you complain, so all you see is the negative. Oh, this is wrong in the nation. This is now here, listen, I'm not here to, ignore what is going on or what needs to be done. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying that in every condition, in every situation, there's two ways you can see things. You can see the glass half full or half empty. And I'm here to say that let's see it half full. Let's celebrate the fact that, hey, this glass could be all empty. It could be dried out. However, it's half full. Hey, that's good. And let's celebrate. And that helps us to get the mental energy we need so we can be able to see, okay, how do we now fill it to the top? Because that's truly what we desire. That is truly what our goal is. But if we begin to look at it from a half empty, it drains the energy out of you so that you aren't even equipped the right way in order to work towards making it right full. So let's look at the half full glass and let's celebrate 2017, the peace we enjoyed in our nation. Yes, there were challenges, but God still protected us, but God still saw us through. So let's celebrate. Let's be thankful to God for these things. And while we do that, that positive energy helps us to see, okay, how do we work towards getting the glass full? What do we need to do? What do we not need to do? Because that's what I'm doing today with you. That's what we're looking together. We're looking at the things. We're reviewing 2017 specifically in the area where we can be thankful for our lives. See, the last but not the least thing I want you to be thankful for, I've left it blank. I want you to fill it yourself. I want to make room for individuality. See, these things that I've shared, they go across the board. Your own life. If you are breathing, if you can hear me, if you can talk, if you can reason, yeah, that's your life. You may have some health challenges, but your life, you're breathing, that's something to celebrate, okay? We all have family and friends, okay? That's something to celebrate. Your finances, I said in our last show that everything in our world today is tied to money. The system of money, everything you need to buy, need to do is tied somewhere, somehow with money. Even with our health. To go see your doctor, you need insurance, or you need to do co-payment, or you need to pay out of pocket something. You want to go grab your medication. Everything is tied to money. Somewhere, somehow, 2017, you've been able to survive, even though there are things you would like to fix, change in your finances, which is okay. I use this occasion to remind you, you can go back. We have health, we have finance series that we did a couple weeks ago. They're really, really good. Really, really good. I did it with my honey, Emmanuel Kaku Elison. He gave us really power-packed things to do in the area of our finances. So while you have that goal to change that area in your finances, I'm saying that see the glass half full. You could have challenges, but you can also have things to celebrate, okay? And we are also saying that let's be thankful for our communities, for our neighborhoods, for the peace we enjoy, for the friendship we share with our neighbors, okay, people involved in the community. Okay, let's be thankful for our nation. Lots of things, the peace, the freedom we enjoy, the different systems we have, the police, the army working and protecting us, okay, the men and women in governance, so many to be thankful for, our teachers, so many. If I want to list them, we might not finish, but let's go through and be thankful. Yes, you may say, oh, but we have this issue in our nation, we have this, we have that. See, we don't want that attitude, because that attitude doesn't help us. We want to start from a half full point of view. Okay, there might be problems, but there are also things we can celebrate. Let's celebrate them. Let it help us shape our mentality, our focus, our frame of seeing things, our perspective. And then we are not lying to ourselves. We aren't saying there aren't challenges. There are. But let's have a spirit, an attitude of thankfulness for the ones that we can be thankful for. And then let's have a positive energy and go on and keep changing the things that needs to be changed. That's what I'm sharing. And last but not the least, I'm making room for individuality. I'm saying fill in the blank. There are things you can be thankful for that we might not have exhausted today. We might not have touched it. So I'm leaving this last area blank. Fill it in. Maybe you're thankful for your pet. Maybe you're thankful for a friend. You're thankful for a spouse. You're thankful for whatever. Your mom, I'm thankful for my mom. She's alive. She's well. She's strong. I'm thankful for my honey, my sweetheart, my hubby, my friend, best friend. I'm thankful for my sweet 6 children that God has blessed me with. The list goes on. I'm thankful for my church. I'm thankful for my community. So I'm leaving the last point blank for you to fill through. You're thankful for a situation that you went through in 2017, but by the grace of God, you're where you are, and God is keeping you through. Probably it hasn't all been solved, but you're there fighting it through. You having the energy by God's grace, and that's something to be thankful. So that's what I wanted us to do on the show today, being thankful and putting ourselves in that right frame of mind while we work through 2018 with our goals, with our overall goal of having a balanced and a fulfilled life. So I should thank you for tuning in. Be sure to go back to our Facebook page, connect with us through Twitter, go to our TV network, go to our radio talk show, and any other means. Let's stay connected, and together let's live a life of balance and a life of fulfillment. I sure will see you again same time tomorrow, and until then, be sure to stay thankful all through 2018. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye for now.